You are watching Alasmat the Shadow Band.
You guys want to go get some D-E-S-S-E-R-T? Yeah, dude, I need me a T-R-E-A-T.
What you guys talking about?
Yeah, why did you guys just spell the
No, shut up! Don't say it.
Why?
Oh god, how do we tell you this?
Simon can't spell.
What? He can't spell, so when we talk about something he wants, we spell it out loud so he doesn't get too excited.
He's a grown man. He can't handle hearing the word treat?
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Oh.
Okay, what is happening?
We told you he gets excited when he hears the word T-R-E-A-T.
What you talking about? Taxes.
Oh, shucks.
What, so you guys just treat him like a toddler?
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Oh. Dude, you gotta spell if you're talking about F-O-O-D.
Okay, so are we getting an S-N-A-C-K?
Snack? Oh, come on,
Oh,
man.
dude, really?
Oh, come on, I spelled it. Well, he knows how to spell snack.
So he can spell snack, but he can't spell treat?
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
God damn it!
Okay, he's getting fussy. It's time for an N-A-P.
Yeah.
What does N-A-P spell? Party.
taking the stars so far away. Everything flows. Here comes another new day. Into the wind, I throw the night. Silver and gold turn into light. I'm on the road, I know the way. Everything flows. Here comes another new day. Hallelujah, 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 echoes and rain, drifting in waves, long journey home, never too late. Black as a crow, night comes again. Everything flows. Here comes another new day. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be breaking, I hate to say it, but I'm going to break cave here for a few minutes. So I'm going to just hold off on the shtick just for a few minutes on this one. Um, because word came out over the weekend that one of our own longtime members in the community, Lorenzo Sleestack, uh, passed away. I don't know when he passed away. We don't have any details on when he passed away. We just know he did. We did get the confirmation. So, you know, for a lot of people, it's been a shock. I'm seeing uh, the reactions on X by our sector, our circle. So, and the people that come to my chat know who Lorenzo is. He's the guy who's backed a lot of books. He was one of the first in the OG CG sector to separate from the clown show that a lot of us took years to see. Um, but he still continued backing books, continued doing his own YouTube streams and promoting the comic creators he liked. He was also a fan of Road Warrior Drake, so it was an honor having him back my book. So I really felt elevated when he backed it. So to me, that was a high honor when Lorenzo became a fan of Road Warrior Drake. So shout out. Well, yeah, I'm talking as if he's alive, but he's not. He's unfortunately no longer with us. So yeah, now the fantasy. Yeah, I remember seeing him in some of the chats. Yeah, he was a regular in quite a few chats. He hung out here for a little bit. Not in the last year though, a year and a half. People noticed that his online activity had been minimal, if non-existent, within the last year. So he hadn't been active at all, and people just started asking questions, and ultimately we got the answer that he departed our world. So, and we don't know much about Lorenzo other than what he presented on online. The man who expresses love of the things he liked, the books he liked, the movies he liked, the creators and the artists and the talent that he liked. So it did upset a lot of people that he's gone. Some people are shocked, some are genuinely sad. Um, so you know, uh, yeah. So I'm seeing, yeah, Hade Lorenzo is he passed. He passed away. We don't know exactly when, but a friend of his on X yesterday made it official that he did pass away. And like I was saying before, we haven't seen him active online in quite a while, so some people started asking questions, and we got the answer. So it may have been yesterday, for as far as we know. I can't tell you exactly when, but just going by the limited information that a friend of his put out there in X, Lorenzo is no longer with us. So and a lot of people have some great memories of him and some very good memories. I don't know if anybody who had anything negative about him, except maybe Ethan Van Sciver, but we know why, so that shouldn't be a shock to anybody. But we do value our backers here. We do value people like Lorenzo, like you guys in the chat, every single one of you that have are the reasons why these artists have a job in the first place. You know, and I posted this picture. Let me just put it here a second. This picture. Let me put it here. This right here. Now, forget the blur, the word on top. Rest in peace. That image is something he drew, and I was told yesterday by somebody that Lorenzo was an artist, but he didn't post much of his artwork publicly because he got criticized for his artwork, and that to me is absolute bullshit. That you can't post your artwork online without some know-it-alls, some snobbish um dickheads having something to say about it, not staying in their lane. And that to me is the biggest cancer of indie comics is these quote unquote pros that come in and shit on people's artwork thinking that they're better than them. It's like, yeah, but you know what though? The market decides that, not you. The market decides that. So it would have been fun to see more of Lorenzo's artwork, but unfortunately we're not going to. So this is pretty much all we have, and it's fun. It's fun, and you could tell that he loved it. He loved um, he loved to draw. He loved to have fun, and just enjoying what he liked to do, enjoying what he liked to share. So it's kind of sad that he's gone. So I just wanted to issue a moment of silence for Lorenzo before we resume our regularly scheduled stream. So we'll do this, and then we'll go right into the stream. I'm gonna just do a moment of silence, and I'm gonna just play one song to kind of break it, so that when we go into the stream, you guys can go ahead and do your spear chucking, whatever. So I'm gonna do a moment of silence for Lorenzo. Before I do that, Colin says a lot of snobs pros online couldn't handle their own comic deadlines without overseeing an editor. It's sad. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, so let me just do a moment of silence for Lorenzo, and here we go. Gonna go play one more song, and then we're gonna resume our regular scheduled stream. Hail to the chat. We'll be right back.
Neon lights are fading down, driving through the empty town. Shadows dancing on the street, moving to the midnight beat. Ocean breeze is blowing cold, stories that were never told. Leave the broken world behind, chasing echoes in the night. Wait for it. Drive into the midnight, lost complete control. Shadows in the neon, set my broken
Morning, I wanted to have a little chat about
soul into the ocean. Wash the pain away. Wash the pain away. The midnight beat. Reflections on the shiny glass, watching all the lifetimes pass. Nothing but the yellow lines, looking for the hidden signs. Keep the engine running deep while the restless city sleeps. Leave the broken world behind, chasing echoes in the night. Hold on. Drive into the midnight, lost complete control. Shadows in the neon, save my broken soul. Fall into the ocean, wash the pain away. Save my broken soul.
Okay, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody here. I saw what you wrote there, Jabba. Actually, I saw what you typed the entire time, Jabba. Yeah, you're in the ban zone, Jabba. You forgot that, didn't you? Actually, I got the wrong template. Hold on. There we go. That's the right template. There we go. Okay, there we go. You're in the ban zone, Jabbage. I hope you didn't forget that. By the way, I forgot to show you guys this. So I was at a drive-in yesterday. I told you guys that I was going to be at a drive-in yesterday selling my artwork. Guess what? My Yoda artwork sold. Yes, it actually sold. So somebody bought my Simple Yoda. They loved this. I sold that. I sold 4 Pumpkin War Patch comic books. Yeah, 4. It's funny because when you go out to the sphere, when you leave the sphere that is the internet and go into the real world, people like what they like. And it was a cool event because it was, they showed them, but they had a live action wrestling event. And I went and I bought, wait, where is it? Where is it? I went and bought this. I bought this. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, I have a wrestling mask on. That's right, I do. That's right, I do. Now it means I'm gonna have to turn the light. Well, actually, I can't. Doesn't matter. But I can see shit. But okay, here we go. Okay, so now I can see it. Okay, so uh, let's see here. Uh, why don't I play the banana song? Is that the song that Finn and Raptor were fighting about 2 years ago? Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should just put that on there somewhere, right? Just to honor the memory of how ridiculous fights on the internet are, right? Sure. Yeah. So let me see here. Let me check the chat here. So Jabba just wow. You guys 4 question mark. Don't know what that means. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, you sold art at the Wawa parking lot? No, it was the drive-in theater. This was the drive-in. No, not the drive-in. That's where I sold it at. And yeah, sold artwork, and I made quite a bit of money yesterday. So yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna make a Road Warrior. Actually, I have a wrestler. If you guys read Beastless Road Warrior Drake, I actually have a wrestling character in that book. Matango. Yeah, he's a wrestler, and he may be a one-off character somewhere. So yeah. Master Panda asks, out of curiosity, last man, what kind of demographic did your comics and art sell the best with? Male, female, younger, older? Um, so the older males, it was actually the older males that were interested in the artwork. Older men bought the Pumpkin War Patch comics, and um, yeah, it was all male. Like there were some females that were genuinely interested in the art and looking at it, and they were kind of like, "Wow, that's pretty cool." But I sold it to men. It was men that bought it. Primathor says, "Testify, we're so happy you bought a wrestling mask." Oh yeah, this is a dope mask. This has horns in it. Now the only drawback is that there's no opening for the mouth, so like it sounds muffled when I talk. But I'm still gonna wear it, but not today. I just want I probably should have wore it before, but then I had to do the not had to. I chose to do the moment for Lorenzo, so I didn't want to make anything kayfabe-ish or anything like that. So can I breathe in that mask? Yeah, I can breathe. It's actually got a opening for the nose. So it's actually pretty comfortable. It's more comfortable than the other wrestling mask that I have, which I don't know where I put it. It's here somewhere. But it's by the same group, so it's pretty dope. I actually love that mask quite a bit. So yeah. Kay says, Lazo, you saw Predator on the big screen. How was it? I didn't really see it because it was late. Like by the time they showed the movie, it was dark, and I had to make that drive home. And it's like, you know what? I could stick around, but my son was tired, and because he was there too, he was trying to sell his artwork as well. So uh, I wanted to stick around, but I was like, no, I'm just head home. You know. So, but I do have a copy, a digital file of the 35 millimeter screening of Predator. It looks pretty dope. I like 35 millimeter scans of films. There's something about the filmic look from the negative that just makes it look really organic. Like when they take movies and they clean them up frame by frame, and you get to see like, every single detail of it. When it's on DVD or Blu-ray, it really minimizes the effects. I noticed that when I saw the Blu-ray for Transformers, the Michael Bay Transformers, and like the CGI looked really bad on the Blu-ray. It really just exposes how computerized those effects were. Um, as opposed to like 35 millimeter, which really just softens the look and makes everything organic. Jabbage says, you sold comic books to mostly men. What breakthrough for the comic book industry, Elasma? I'm a hero, Jabbage. I'm a pioneer. That's right, Jabbage. I'm a pioneer. You fear me, but I'm a pioneer. I'm telling the story right now because it's gonna set shockwaves in the industry. And you heard it here first, Jabbage. You heard it here first. Okay, it says, Elasma, you can run on for long time run on it. Wait. You can run fuck. Hold on. The chat web. Okay, I'm gonna try this again, Kizzy. Allow you can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner, okay, I what you did there. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. See, I know what you're trying to do, Kisvis. What are you trying to do? Good song though. Um, that was it's Johnny Cash, right? I think that song was, yeah, I think it was Johnny Cash. I think. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss VHS. Okay, so I think there's a misplaced nostalgia with VHS. I missed the days because of the innocence factor behind it, and it was cool to see like these very forbidden or underground movies on VHS. But let me just remind you that in VHS days, the picture quality was not good for a lot of these movies. They weren't letterboxed, and you know, it's look, VHS had its heyday. Don't get me wrong, like it had its heyday, but I like to have my movies in the best looking quality picture possible, but preferably in the 35 millimeter look myself. So anyway, I'm not gonna read any more of your songs, Kizzy. I'm trying to Tom McFarlane right now, Kizzy. You're derailing me. Let me be Tom McFarlane right now. That's right, Master Pan. I am a Tom McFarlane. See, Master Pan gets it. That's why Master Pan is my top lieutenant. And you guys get to listen to Master Pan. He's my top lieutenant, and you better. He is my Scottie Pippen to my Michael Jordan. He is my Rob Liefeld to my Tom McFarlane. You guys get to listen to him right now because if you don't listen to him, there's some ramifications. Ramifications are coming your way. And yes, by the way, the link to buy the paperback edition of Street Champion Road Warrior Drake on Amazon. That reminds me, I got to put the link for the Road Warrior Drake hardcover. That's right, the hardcover for the anniversary edition of Street Champion Road Warrior Drake is now on Amazon. So if you're like any part of the world, you can order your copy now, and it should come to you. Let me put in the link here right now in the chat. Hardcover edition of hardcover anniversary. I gotta put anniversary so that they know anniversary edition of Street Champion Roy Drake. Okay, wait. Let me remove the word heart anniversary. Oh, it's doing that thing. Hold on. Okay, let me get the shorter. Huh. It's a damn long link, isn't it? It's a mighty damn long link. I just want the Amazon link. Street Champion Roy Drake. Just give me the Amazon link. Amazon. Don't give me this ultra long link. Damn, it's ultra long. Copy link address. I'll just put it in. Damn, what the heck? Why is it I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be doing that. It should not be doing that. But give me that super ass long hyperlink. No, not hyperlink. Give me real super ass long link. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try Road Warrior Drake on the search engine. There we go. I know the chat is like this is very very exciting. This is very what is the proper word for it? Don't know. Don't know. See, I can't even put the link in the chat because it's so freaking long. It wasn't long before. For Allah's sake. Maybe if I get rid of this. Let me get rid of the. Let me see if that does it. Damn, it's so freaking long. What the hell happened to this? How is it so? How is it this like it's longer than a freaking paragraph? If I do this, let me just delete this. Let me see if this does it. Yeah, this does it. Okay. So let's see if this. Let's hope this works. Let's hope this works. There we go. Okay. Yes, I know. I see what you wrote there, Linky. I saw what you wrote there. Let me be. I'm trying to fix shit. Okay. There it is. There's a link to the hardcover for Street Champion Road Warrior Drake, the Anniversary Edition. Let me just. I clicked on it to see if it goes through. If it goes through, let's see if it goes through. If it goes through my end, it should go through on yours. And yeah, it's there. Okay, good. So now I can take you to the hardcover edition of Street Champion Road Warrior Drake, the Anniversary Edition. So yes, please go check it out. Order your copy. You'll get it in a couple days, and boom, you'll have a wonderful story with a bunch of supplemental material on it. So you're gonna want to tune in for that. As Linkovich says, this is exciting for the last May. Last May. I fucking fuck you, Java. Fuck you for making me read that damn word. I did put the link there, color form. I put the link there already. Okay, let's get to the meat of it. Okay, let's get to the meat of it. All right, what's the meat of it? The movie that we're talking about today is for Event Horizon, and a lot of opinions in the chat differ from it. A lot of different opinions. Okay, I saw a few, but I'm not going back up again. So if you're on the chat now and you saw Event Horizon, let me know what you think. Before I go into my opinion, I want to know what you guys in the chat think. So let's see. What do you guys got to say about Event Horizon? I know Tiffany's had a major opinions on that movie, but Lady Should Have Been Like that. We'll get into it at some. So I'm sure she's got some things to say too. So let me see. So what are y'all's thoughts on Event Horizon before I give you my thoughts? Okay. Okay. Kiss says that your link works and copied in my files now. Shout out to you, Kissy. At least we can share books like brothers. Okay. So Event Horizon. What is the consensus among you people in the chat? So let me see. Let me hear what you guys got to say. As I oh wait, let me make sure that the chat is updated to show it live chat. It is perfect. Okay. Okay. Ozco, I asked a question. Stop with the racism. I asked a question. If you saw Event Horizon, let me hear your thoughts on it. Let me see what you guys thought about it. And we're going to have a conversation. Okay, Ozco says it is okay. Okay, so he says it is okay. So we got an okay from Ozco. I'm guessing those of you that are quiet are typing your paragraphs on it, which is always good. Monomika says, Meanwater is right. It is a 40K prequel. I saw that. Is that a thing? Like, is that like supposed to be like an unspoken thing where it's like an unofficial prequel to 40K? Is that a thing, or is that you guys trolling? Let me know what you think. I want to hear about that. Great Goldworms, hail chat, hail loud. Hail to you, Great Goldworms. Good seeing you there. Pothead says it was an okay movie. Okay, so we have two okays in the chat. Lady Sharaband says she thought it was cool seeing Sam Neill in the film the way he was presented. I'll get into that. So, but she thought it was cool. So we have that. KSS says Event Horizon is an overrated piece of dog shit made by Paul W.S. Anderson, a man whose very existence I despise. I thought of ending it on several occasions, but self-control got the better of me. Well, that really hurt you, huh? That really hurt you. I'm sorry. Okay, he says, KSS says that's just hyperbole. See, I felt sorry for you for a second, but you ruined it with your hyperbole statement, so now I don't feel sorry for you at all. As you'll think that. Great Gorham says, I like it, the cosmic horror. It's cosmic horror. Yeah, I'm starting to slowly get more into cosmic horror. I really find it fascinating. The cons of cosmic horror. I'm reading, I'm trying to continue reading Lovecraft. I'm going between that and the Iliad, so. Monomika says, it was great in 97 in theaters. Okay. Oscar says, Warhammer 40K travel through the warp, which is basically full of demons. Ah, okay, that's the connection. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So I'll give you guys in a minute, and then I'll go right into my review and what I thought of it. And Lady Shadowban may want to chime in as well. I'm sure she's got stuff to say about it as well. Okay. Hothead says Sam Neill and Lawrence Fishburne were probably the only thing I remember from the movie. Okay, that's fair. Ozaki says Anderson movies do suck. Not an untrue statement. Even to this day, like I find Mortal Kombat entertaining, but it has limitations. The movie Mortal Kombat, the first Mortal Kombat, not the recent one. I haven't seen the recent one. Don't care to see it. Carl D says, "Hail from the chat." Hail the chat. Okay, it says hail the chat. Says Carl D. Hail to you, Carl D. We're asking about Event Horizon. What y'all thought of it? Okay, I'm gonna just go into my opinion right now. Uh, why didn't I watch In the Mouth of Madness and stuff? Because I asked the chat last week which one they wanted me to do today. I polled them. I said in Event Horizon or In the Mouth of Madness today. They said Event Horizon. I'm doing In the Mouth of Madness next week. That one I'm doing next week. But they said today Event Horizon. So there we go. That's why I went with Event Horizon. So Einberg says you're talking about one of my favorite movies. Do go on. Okay. So Einberg absolutely loved Event Horizon. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Um, Let me give you my thoughts on it. Okay, so my thoughts on Event Horizon. Very interesting story, intriguing story. Some interesting scenes, cool special effects. Um, some parts I found genuinely shocking. I enjoyed the movie. I did enjoy the movie. However, I definitely can sense the Paul W.S. Anderson effect throughout it. And I said to myself, a better director could have framed the shots a lot better, could have lit some of the scenes a lot better. Um, would have downplayed some of the wackiness in some shots, but I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the movie. Um, but I think a better director could have made it and something truly outstanding, in my opinion. But there was enough in the movie that made me want to talk about, or when we search deeper into the details of the movie. You know, um some of the ideas that were presented in the movie. Yeah, okay, so those of you that haven't seen Event Horizon, and I always talk spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna spoil the fuck out of it. So, um, Ryan Criscott says in Mouth of Madness is very superior. Okay, so I say the best for last, and I'm looking forward to see that next week in Mouth of Madness. But so the movie basically is about a ship that is travels in space, and as it's revealed, it goes through a some sort of time and space loop where it travels from point A to point B in zero time, kind of like a wormhole. But as Sam Neill's character Dr. Weir explains it, they fold up space so that the point A and point B kind of meet. So the ship goes through like that without missing a beat. Now, what happened is that yeah, so that ship did that, but it ended up disappearing. And what happened is that ship went to another dimension, presumably hell, and it became possessed. So the ship is actually alive. So when Sam Neill and goes up with a crew, divided by Lawrence Fishburne's team, they go and search for the ship. As the story progresses, they start to get details about what really happened, and then weird shit happens. Some of the crew members get killed off, and I won't spoil too much into it, but there are some very gruesome scenes, very like kind of body horror-ish, but very quick. But they were pretty gruesome. There's one scene in particular where they're looking at what happened to the crew of the previous ship, and there's one shot where one of the guys is all bloodied up and he has like these eyeballs in his hands, and like that was interesting. But I feel like they didn't really go further into that, and they should have. Like, was that because he mutilated himself and his eyeballs were removed from his eyes and he's holding him? Did the eyeballs become part of his hands? And if it did, was it like demonic infestation? Like, there's a lot of interesting ideas that it didn't really follow through on that I feel like it could have to really heighten the horror of what's awaiting the the crewmen. So, um, let's see. Carl D says, I like the Hellraiser vibe, kind of vibe. I totally Shadow Man. I was told it's Hellraiser in space, and I did get that. It definitely had that Hellraiser vibe, but I feel like I didn't go all the way with it. But the shot with Sam Neill when he gets possessed and he turns villainous, that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Like what happened, what he did to himself, and then he becomes this demonic entity. I told those gonna be spoilers. Yeah, and it's he becomes a demonic entity and he tries to take over the crew. I think that was pretty interesting twist. It's like the Mad Doctor motive. So Samuel kind of plays like the Mad Doctor. Although as interesting as his character was, the stuff with his wife, I left me confused. Like was his wife in the original crew? She wasn't, but they kind of played like somehow she was connected to it. She wasn't, but it's like, well, did she? The shot where he's reminiscing about the time when she ended up killing herself. Why did that happen? How what led to that? Like, was that his driving force behind doing what he's doing? There was a lot there that kind of like was disconnected. So I'm like, there was a lot of ideas.
Building the ship and wasn't there for her when she needed him.
Okay, so Lady Shadowban says that's because he was building the ship and he was building that machine that was responsible for the time and space loop, and because he wasn't there for her, I guess she got depressed and killed herself. And,
Press, and that's how he wasn't there for her.
right.
She felt like she had no support. She offed herself, and he's consumed with guilt, and he misses her.
Okay, so the ship. So okay. So what's established in the movie is that the ship, because it's a demonic entity, actually can take hold of your memories. So the ship was able to uh bring out that memory that Dr. Weir, Sam Neill's character, had of his wife being killed. And we learned that later when Lawrence Fishburne has a story that he tells one of the crewmen about a crewman from a previous expedition that died under his watch. He said the ship remembered that, even though he told absolutely no one about it. So the ship being possessed was able to pull out that memory. So it's able to go into your head and pull out stuff that you bury into your mind. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Let me see. So yeah, some stuff in the chat. Let me just go here quickly in a second. Okay, yeah, I read that part. Carl D says I enjoyed Event Horizon, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. Hada said that's fair criticism. Hale. Okay. Did I like the Monomicus asked, did I like the ending? So, okay. Uh I felt like it was an abrupt ending. I felt like it was very abrupt. You know what the movie reminded me of? It reminded me of Lily Cat, the anime Lily Cat. People don't talk about that movie, but it was made in 1986 and it was inspired heavily by Alien. But I thought about Lily Cat when I was watching Event Horizon up until the ending. Um, it reminded me of that. But yeah, I felt like it was an abrupt ending, and I had questions. I had questions. I'm just reading the chat right now. Things are going kind of fast, so let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna try to read y'all's chat. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Ambrex says the content cut. Okay, so yeah, so now we're gonna go into like the scenes that were cut. So he says, "Damn it, damn this chat." Okay, hold on. Let me go up here. No, I'm trying to address the questions. Okay, the content cut from the movie is sadly content we will never see. The idiots stored it improperly. Yeah, that's because I asked people like, should I wait till that missing footage is restored? And the consensus is that footage is gone for life, just like the spider pit sequence of King Kong. So like, okay, I guess I'll see the version of Event Horizon that we have now. So, let's see. Meme Lord Woodrow says, if I'm being honest and not just fucking with KSS, it is a guilty pleasure because I love the concept. WS fucked the film up. See, I'm kind of like in that mind frame. It's a great concept. I like the concept. And the ideas in the movie were actually very solid and intriguing. And there were some scenes that I thought was pretty well done, and the acting was pretty good by a lot of folks. Lawrence Fishburne was, great actor. Sam Neill was pretty good. Some of the supporting people were good for what they were doing. Um, but the thing that took me out of it a little bit was the cinematography. Very bland. Like that kind of movie needed better lighting to create a more moodier, horrific sense and environment. And I consider that a shortcoming of Paul W.S. Anderson. There's one shot with one of the astronauts, one of the black guys, he escapes a piece of the ship that blew up, and then he's heading back to the ship in space, and he says something like, "I'm coming back, motherfucker," and I'm like, oh, like that was like that's basically giving the middle finger to the material because it needed to be taken seriously. That's the kind of story where you want to take it seriously and really treat it with as much care and mood as possible because you want to enhance that brooding, horrific, claustrophobic um, environment of what you're telling in the terms of the story. So I felt that one shot in particular like was like ugh, that was dumb. It was very dumb. Uh, KSS says Brian Criscow, join me in my mission to get a last mat to finally review Captain Kronos. And in due time, in due time, it will happen. Let's see. I'm scrolling down a little more. Okay. KSS says, I would have loved to seen any other director take on Event Horizon, or half of Paul W. S. Anderson's films. I think he's just the wrong person to make movies. Yeah, he sucked with Alien vs Predator. He totally sucked with that. Um, Mortal Kombat, in my personal opinion, kind of aged not too well. I appreciate a lot of the good things about that film, but I think that movie was good because it was a one of the few game related movies that was solid, but the martial arts sequences, in my opinion, were edited pretty badly. It could have been better. I enjoyed the practical effects, but it's one of those movies I probably will never see again. I saw it a lot back when it came out. I saw it, I think, at least twice in the theater. Many times when I bought a bootleg VHS of it, and then quite a few times when it came on cable and I bought the VHS of it, the VHS of it, and that was it. Like I think I've outgrew that movie. So yeah. Chris Goss says that bit with the wife, meaning Doctor Weir's wife, is from Solaris. Yeah, I felt like they. What's up?
So I thought it seemed familiar.
Yeah, Lady Shabbat, I thought she thought it seemed familiar. Yeah, I thought they. I get what they were doing there, but again, like it just felt disjointed. It didn't really, it didn't help connect with me like it should have. But the way that Paul W. Anderson told that part, it's like, was that I don't know. It just felt like more could have been done with that, and then we could have really gone further into Doctor Weir's psychology and him embracing the demonic entity that was in the ship, or that is the ship. So let's see. Greg Goldberg says it's not demonic; it's an eldritch horror, something alien from ancient age. That's okay. So that's the thing too. That's the thing. See, that wasn't even clear because they made it seem like when Doctor Who was possessed, he made it seem like it's another dimension, yes, and it's evil, right? So everything he said implied that this was hell. This was a dimension of spiritual evil.
Actually, he said it was worse.
Worse than he said it was worse than hell.
Worse than like he did say that at the end, and I think one other character said something similar before that, which would have probably been it had to have been Justin, maybe.
Just yeah, the character Justice says something about having the darkness in him.
Yeah, the darkness means like if you saw the things that I did, you would stop doing this.
Right. So the every indication given in the film was that this was a spiritual realm, a completely
An
evil spiritual realm.
So I think in our human earthly sense, the most that most of us would think about would be hell, right? So our brains don't automatically go to that it's an ancient entity that could be worse than hell. Most people don't think in that regard. They think hell is the most horrible place you possibly reach.
Right. So like so with that, like if this was a dimension of beings that were just happen to be far more evil than what we think of as hell, the movie didn't really divulge that. And I don't mind mystery. I don't want everything explained in a movie. Like I do like a little mystery behind, especially in a horror film. Not everything in a horror film has to be explained. I'm okay with a little mystery, but in this case, I think we needed more information on what these entities were. I think. I mean, I was okay with what they were doing for the story, but I felt like I came away thinking it was just like a spiritual realm. But again, people are saying no, it's more of an eldritch type horror, like an alien dimension kind of thing. Which again is intriguing on its own right, but they didn't do a clear job of explaining that. Other than it's worse than hell, which I'm okay with. But it's just I don't know. I mean they could have kept the mystery, but then they should have told it in a way that was just more like you're intrigued by what you're watching. Pothead says Lily Cat was more like the Thing than if anything. Lily Cat was the Thing mixed with Alien. Like you got the creature that was like the Thing, it absorbed people, or living creatures and became those creatures. But the story was running like Alien up until the explosion of the ship. It was just like Alien. Um, let's see here. Okay, okay, scroll down more. Okay, so Ibex says the content that was missing allegedly ties the film to a sort of hell dimension. The original crewmates were driven insane, cannibalized, and struggle snuggled each other, tortured each other. etc. Yeah, that was so in the scene. So Lady Shadowman was watching that, and then she was like, "What were they doing to each other? Were they killing each other?" Like she was kind of.
So it's chaotic and
It
fast.
was chaotic and fast, so it confused her. And I was thinking, yeah, I think the deleted footage goes more into that. Like what were they like? Why did they get to that point? How did they get to that point? And what were they doing to each other? And it brought up that body horror, torture porn. Yeah. But in the current version, and yeah, it would have been more of a horror. In the current version, it goes by fast, except that one shot where the guy's holding his hand out and he's got these eyeballs in there. It's like, did the eyeballs become part of his hand, or did he take it out? So she thinks it's just holding them. I kind of think that's what it was, but the way again, it's just it was too fast, too confusing, and a better director would have really more went into that and created the sense of horror that awaits the current crew. So
It had been more horrific. You know what I'm?
yeah,
You know, maybe they toned it down for it to be.
let me see. I'm just looking at the chat right now. Okay. Mortal Kombat was fun for the time, and most other movies based on the game at the time were horrible. Yeah, then Sonic came out, and then Sonic became probably the best-selling uh, game to film adaptation of all time, with good reason. No, Kissy, I'm not gonna watch Razorback if Paul W.S. Anderson remakes it. Why would you put that in the ether sphere? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Let's see here. Okay. KSS says worse than hell. So Detroit, probably yeah, probably so. Yeah. Probably, I can see what GGW is saying, but I always thought I don't know what that means. GGW? I don't know. Cardi has more the minds of poison. Yeah, I think maybe that's what. I mean, the minds are definitely poison. You can see it in when they get possessed, and like the character Justin when he's possessed, and he puts himself in that chamber where he hits the button to open the door to the outer space, which would have sucked him out. And that scene that takes place. I won't spoil that part, but it's kind of weird how it went down. But yeah,
I kind of wondered if because
mm,
that the sound went off, the alarm, right when he pushed the button. Okay, so the sound went off, and then it's like it whatever had him holding him
right.
in a way. So I was automatically thinking that they would
Mhm.
somehow come to the conclusion that that was a weakness for whatever it was, and somehow use sound as a weapon against it. And that never happened. That was like my immediate thought because he came to his senses or we
Right.
kind
Okay.
of let him go, but
Yeah.
that never became further part of the movie. So like now's the question like, was that high kind of sound a deterrent?
Hold on a second. Kansas, wait, Kansas, why are you yelling at me? I do pay attention to the chat. And when I pay attention to the chat, you all accuse me of reading private conversation, even though it's not private because this is my chat. So which is it? Am I supposed to read the chat or not, kids? Make up your mind right now.
I was
He was rude. He interrupted.
you interrupted that goes with
No, he interrupted me. He's a jerk. Great Gomez. It's been a while. Yeah. So basically, Lady Shadowman was giving her thoughts of that scene, and again, like it goes to the point that there was a lot of like detail that didn't seem to connect, and
sound supposed to be a weapon.
right, like was the sound supposed to be a weapon? So she was asking that question, and it's just um, you can see why like a better director could have really made those scenes solidly expressed, solidly illustrated. I am telling him, Angela. I am telling him. He's a jerk. He's been very jerky to me, Angela. You witnessed it, Angela. You witnessed it. You saw it. James Hurley says we need to make a last mat to watch. Never Say Never Again. It's the unofficial James Bond movie Connery did in the early '80s. Okay, so yeah, Never Say Never Again. That was the was that the I know about that movie. That was the non-canon James Bond movie. Um, But a lot of people liked it, and that movie had some of the elements of the original novels that the current or that the official timeline of the movies weren't allowed to use for copyright reasons. But yeah, I that was a one day I'm gonna sit down and watch all the James Bond films, and then when I get to that, I'll be like, oh, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, uh, shout out to Angela. Hail Angela, welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. We're talking Event Horizons. Don't read my chat. Well, Angela, see, okay, I don't win with you people. It says if I don't read your chat, I'm ignoring the chat. I read the chat and still read my chat. Which is it? Either ignore the chat or read the chat. What do you people want me to do? What do you want me to do? Now I got Kansas dropping curses at me. He says, GW, what does that mean? Derby, 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 derby. Elasman, who doesn't know GW is our very own cherished chat member, Great Goldworm. I don't go by initials. I go by your name, by y'all's names, your government names. Okay? That's what I do. Kansas says, Never Say Never Again was better when it was Thunderbolt. I'm gonna watch those two back to back. I think that's what I'll do. If I ever do a James Bond marathon and I get to Thunderball, I'll watch Thunderball and then I'll watch Never Say Never Again back to back and see, make my opinions about that. Um, actually, you know what? One day I'm gonna get the box set of the Sean Connery, Roger Moore, James Bond movies. Maybe I'll get to the Timothy Dalton and keep that as a set. One day, I do gotta read those. I mean, I gotta watch those. I hope to do that one day. I'm not spurring out color form. I'm keeping y'all in check. I'm keeping you on check. This is my channel, my stream, my time. I'm keeping you on check. Can't help it you don't follow the rules, color form, but I'm here to enforce it. You're a real jerk, Eliza. Apologize to GGW. I'm not being mean to GGW. I'm respecting him by calling him by his full government name. You're the one putting him initials on him. You're the one minimizing him to letters. He's a real person, and you're minimizing him. You're a jerk. Call me a jerk? No, you're the jerk. I hope one day you wake up and realize, you know what? I was mean to these people, and I shouldn't be mean. I'm going to be nice to them. I'm going to respect them. I'm going to value and honor them, because without them, there's no me. And when a day happens, Kizzy, let me know, and we'll have a beer. Till then, screw off, Kizzy! Einbrecht says, the greatest tragedy of Event Horizon is its poor delivery. Yeah, it's an awesome idea, agreed. Delivered semi-competently, agreed. We needed to see more of the old crew audio-video logs detailing the events, or they could. He's going to continue it. Yeah, by everything so far, I agree with Einberg on that. Or they could do nightmares for some of the characters, or daymares, visions, if you will. They did some of those, but it
Kind of.
exactly kind of. It was like kind of here or there. Like a better director would have just really expanded on that and really heightened the horror of what was to come. So everything Einberg says, I agree with.
Threw the movie together.
What's up?
It's like they just quickly threw the movie together.
So Lena Chapman is like, yeah, it's like they quickly threw the movie together.
Like if it had even been like a 2
Come closer so I can hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So I feel like the story was rushed. Like even if it had been like a 2 hour length, they could have put a lot more into it and been better with the storytelling. I mean, honestly, back in the 90s, an hour and a half was a solid expectation for a movie.
I'm glad you brought that up. The running time kind of did help with this one because
So
it was paced very like fast, but it helped you stay glued to it. So I will say the running time in this case did help it, but like she said, it felt rushed.
5 would have been.
An hour 45 too, yeah. But like you said, it felt rushed. They were just putting stuff together. I was like, yeah, that I think that's a very genuine criticism of that movie for sure. I mean, we both enjoyed it, but it was very flawed movie. Ligovich says, Elasmin might seem more threatened if he didn't have a pink tint to his camera. That's because I am having this light on. I didn't put the top light on. I figured, let me keep the light muted for a little bit, because why not? It's evening, some of you are drinking beer, some of you getting plasma, some of you regret your life choices and stuff. Let me just keep it muted for a bit. Yeah, it says, I think what my good friend Ein is saying is Paul W.S. Anderson is a hack and the wrong man to do a film like Event Horizon. Paul W.S. Anderson is a jerk. He's a hack. I agree with that. He's definitely a hack. Henry Bemis, how you doing? He says, why does the lab look like he's sitting under a heat lamp? Well, I'm right next to a Chinese lamp, so that's why. Maybe
Chinese.
I'm pretending it's Chinese. I want to call it Chinese. See, I want to be cultured. So this is my Chinese lamp, and it's giving me a muted environment. So what? It's Lady Shadaban's lamp. She donated her Chinese lamp for me, so I could.
Married stuff? not your lamp yet. It's
So,
mine.
so she donated her Chinese lamp to me so I can do a nice, comfortable beer drinking stream. That one, my love. Yes, please. Yes. So I can do a nice, comfortable Chinese stream. Chinese. I have a Chinese lamp. I can do my comfortable stream.
The shop.
That's right. Say no. We'd be kicked off YouTube if it was not that kind of shit. Hottest has great content, poor execution when it's what it boils down to. Yes.
Wonder if anyone will ever redo it.
I think it'd be better off looking for that missing footage, but yeah, that'll never happen. Um, okay, I read Henry Beavis' comment. I'm wearing a black shirt. It's black. So, thank you. KSS says red light therapy. Hello, my good friend Henry Beavis. Yes, red light therapy. That's a
Put up red light there.
KSS did.
Why?
I don't know. Why did you bring up
Why
red
are you
light?
talking about me in the chat?
Yes. Oh, because of the lamp. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why. I did buy Lady Shadowband a red light lamp
For our anniversary.
for our anniversary. So I'm waiting for her to try it out so she can tell me how it is.
Yeah.
But I did buy it for her. So I heard a lot of good things about red light therapy. So
And you said you'd pay for my second session at one place.
yes, we have to look into that as well. So let's see. Intent shifter. All those people look like this when their filters. I'm a human being. Intent shifter. I'm human. I'm human. Sucks to be you, buddy. Sucks to be you. That's black. Yeah, this is a black shirt. It's black. See? It's black. Okay? Sorry if that offends you. I know that with you having your spears ready and you had to chuck at me, the cons of the black frightens you. But it's a thing, and we're not going nowhere. So deal with it. No, not that kind of red light, hothead. Not that kind of red light. We're not there. We're talking about just regular, literal red lights. Like that's what I'm trying to tell her. But I'm not. I'm a human being,
Who
Kizzy.
said that?
That was Hothead Studios. He said that.
Oh, no, that's where Helmut goes.
No, no more. He's healing. Our good friend Helmet is healing. So yeah.
Is Helmut trying red light therapy?
Who knows? He should though. From what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the consensus is Event Horizon, good ideas, interesting scenes, entertaining movie, but frustratingly shot. Definitely,
Car makeup on Sam.
the makeup was good. The practical effects were good in the movie, especially with Sam Neill when he got possessed. That was like pretty solid. Like that, the makeup was good. Seeing the practical effects, but again, better light, more effectively moody lighting, and better designing of the shots would have made this thing go a long way. And connecting some of the dots as well. Doesn't have to explain every single thing. Like I'm okay with a little mystery with the dimension it came from. That's fine, but it was way too ambiguous as to what it was in this movie. A little bit more information while keeping it ambiguous would have been fine. I'm okay with that. Technically, a peanut is a bean to Henry Bemis. That has nothing to do with what I just talked about, Henry. Nothing to do with Event Horizon. Nothing. Y'all just talking vegetables and all the stuff in the chat. It's like, you're on the wrong show. I'm not doing mukbang. We're not doing mukbang here. We're just talking.
Dinner.
Yes, I already had dinner. I'm just doing horror movie talk right now. So the mukbang is in front of the day. Kaya says, Lana, don't go to the red light district. You won't improve your health there. Learn that the hard way. Eesh. Why would you do that, Kissy? Why would you share that and do that? Yeah, it's mine. It's to me, Kizzy. It's to me.
He's got me. Why would you need to go there?
She is my red light district, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. But KSS says dropping links for the anniversary edition of Street Champion Road Warrior Drake.
Are you doing the draw?
No, because there was really nothing in the movie to draw. Like the only thing I could draw is a Sam Neill possession, but it wouldn't sell. But
Maybe the first one where like his eyes are gone. That one was great.
no, that was a good makeup effect. But I don't know if
Or maybe like a top half and a bottom half, where the top half is one of them and the bottom half is the second one.
no, I won't do. I don't know if I even want to try drawing.
Just tiny, so.
I mean, that is a good point. He did just pass away, but
Yeah, like it's like a memorabilia piece.
yeah, but I like throwing non sequiturs in the chat occasionally as Henry Bemis. Henry, they weaponize peanuts here now. Please be one of the good ones.
It's
They-
better than weaponizing the other P word. Yes. That's
oh,
why
that
you
word.
say
Okay.
penis.
that
You're starting to say
that P word.
peanuts, and I was like, see,
Okay.
penis.
Anyway,
Don't weaponize your that.
Kissy. Crystal, I used the right word this time, okay? I said mukbang, and I meant it. I used the right word today. Crystal. It may offend you, but I used the right word.
If that offends Kissy, he's a little bitch ass punk.
Who?
I said if that offends Kissy, he's a little bitch ass. If he's offended by that word. You heard me, Kissy?
I said nothing. Hey, can I ask you a question, love?
Yes.
Can you name 5 good things about me that you love?
I can name more than 5.
Oh, sorry, you could just name 5.
Oh, where to start? Does being handsome count as one?
Yes.
Okay, so handsome and sexy. Best lover ever. Great kisser. Kind. Very kind. You take care of me. You're very patient. You're very understanding. You don't get like frustrated with me. And like even if something like bothers you that I do or that's happening, and it has to do with me, like I wouldn't know because you don't like lose your temper. Not losing your temper is a big one, you know. And you try. Like even if you're not the best at something like cooking, you still try.
Other form says, why are you making her do this? Because apparently,
When you do yard work when I tell you to.
yes. So
You do the dishes.
I asked that question because apparently,
And you're helpful.
yes, it was asked a question to somebody about naming 5 good things you love about their husband, and this person couldn't name anything. So I'm like, that's not. I wonder if that's a regular thing, and it's not. It's a sign of a.
Can you keep going or should I stop?
That's hold on, because the chat is being very mean about it.
What? But I just answered your question.
I know you did, but they hate that you speak good about me. They can't stand that. I did my best, as Kaz says. Yeah, I did my best. I know you did. Yes, but
Was it good enough kissing?
no, Cardi. There's no. Okay, Cardi. The only person issuing agapes is me. So please don't do any agapes. There's no unauthorized agape in here except by me. I'm the official agapeer.
You're not allowed to give those out no more.
No, no. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. No. I have the power of the agape still. I still have the power of the agape. It's the great unifier of the chat.
No.
The absolute great unifier.
No one needs unconditional love from you.
No. It's the great unifier. It keeps people in check. It keeps the balance of humility in the chat wonderfully.
You start naming things I don't love about you.
Anyway, so the agape was up tonight.
I have a list for that too.
Telephone says Liam forces his wife to talk nice about him too. I'm not okay. That you hold up that
That was
telephone.
not forced. There was no hesitation, no or anything like that.
She willingly gave out the information.
I did.
I just simply asked a question. She could have said,
Like I said, I have another list.
There you go.
So,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
you start handing out agapes, there might be a different list.
Anyway, I see Chris Stanley. Shout out to Chris Stanley. Kyle Bug and Joe. I didn't say hi to Kyle Bug and Joe. How you doing, Kyle Bug and Joe?
Because you're mean.
This is not a hostage recording, Kyle Bug and Joe. I simply asked her a question. I can't ask a question. I can't ask questions, Kyle Bug and Joe. I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then kids throwing the Staples mythology. Stop telling people I was fired from Staples. Stop it. Just stop. It's unexcusable what you did there. Totally excusable. We're having a conversation about Event Horizon, and you got to derail it with staple drawings. Unnecessary. Freaking hell, man! Like, not necessary at all. At all. You understand me? You understand that? It's not necessary at all. Hot as if she has a list, she's a good one. She's a great one.
I have both kinds of lists.
I'll just stick to the one
The
list.
other one costs super chats.
Oh well, damn it. No, no, we're sticking to Event Horizon. Let's stick to Event Horizon. Actually, but that's not. Actually, I think that's all I really have to say about the movie. You know, I don't know if I can say anything more about it without being redundant. But I do wish it could have been better. It wasn't horrible at all. I enjoyed it, but it definitely had shortcomings.
It's not gonna go in the horrible art book.
Maybe I'll talk about it. Actually, I
You
should
have
talk
to have
about
a
it.
drawing for it.
Not always. Not every movie's gonna have a drawing in it.
Every movie's gotta have a drawing. I thought that was the premise.
Well, it's also called
The
horrible art
horrible
film
art
review.
review.
Horrible art film review.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
The pictures.
not just the pictures. It'll
Pictures.
be the movies too.
Yes, pictures.
So maybe I'll do a quick drawing of it. Maybe I'll do a quick doodle of it and put it in there somewhere. So that's what I'll do. Like for the movies that I review in the book that don't have full drawings, I'll do like a quick doodle of it. Maybe I'll have Rory Drake interact and what have you. So it'll be a fun book. I might be not a bad idea.
Doodles.
Doodles, yes, absolutely
It
doodles.
sounds like something a parent would teach their kid as a curse word. Doodles.
I always kept thinking doodles was just that, just little weird drawing, little quick weird
No,
drawings.
it's gonna be a new one for me.
Doodles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We have been shooting for an hour and 15 minutes. It's 10:40.
No way.
Yeah.
You've like talked about nothing.
I talked about the movie.
Barely.
I love it. Well, I mean, I did open up with the Lorenzo Sleestack Memorial, so
Yeah.
that was about 10 or so minutes right there. Then another 5 minutes of the intros, and then you're talking about the movie. So, yeah. There is a lot of good videos on YouTube about like the explanation of especially the ending. I think I'm gonna watch that so I can see what they got to say about the ending of the movie and what they theorize about it. I thought that was kind of fascinating. Chris Standing says you can't have fun making books. It has to be a painful and torturous experience.
Oh.
Apparently, that's a thing. Like I don't know. I guess you know, you can't just like have fun drawing, have fun telling a story without being miserable and fighting with people or gay-opping people or this and that. I think it's a thing. So yeah. Colorform, is it over? Not yet, Colorform. I'm still talking. Kaya says, "The Mouth of Madness is a better Lovecraft tribute starring Sam Neill. That's gonna be next week's movie." And I saw some clips of some of the monsters in that movie. And it's like that looks pretty solid. So I'm looking forward to that one. So we're gonna do In the Mouth of Madness next Monday.
Why didn't we do that one today?
The chat voted for Event Horizon today. That's why. So now we're doing In the Mouth of Madness next week.
Most of them don't like it.
Greg Gorham asks, "Would you watch it a second time?" That's the real test.
If it was on TV.
Yeah, if it was on TV, maybe I'd watch it.
And we don't have TV.
And well, we don't have like network TV, or whatever. We just have streaming. But you know, if it comes on, maybe I'll peep it again. But will I stick my DVD in it and watch it again? Maybe for the special features, but that's otherwise no. I mean, I'd probably watch another showing of uh, you know, 1,000,000 Years BC, one of my favorite dinosaur films, any of my Godzilla films, any of my martial art films, including the 18 Bronze Men.
Wait, do they know about 18 Promises?
I don't know. That's not. We don't discuss martial art movies here or often. But Chris Stanley says that the CG way. Yeah, the CG way is being miserable and being miserable making your books and then not putting the books out. That's the CG way. Do I want to say? Probably not. I shouldn't. I'll hold off on that. Well, let's just say that they don't put their books out. That's that, and they don't put their books out, and then they put these crowdfunds, and then they tell their backers, "We're not focusing on these right now." So there you go. So you put money down on a product you're never gonna get. You're never gonna get them. There's a lot of these products that they put money down on. They're never gonna get them ever. So the trash file will be fun to watch. KSS says, "Alazmat, hear that? Making books is supposed to be a painful and torturous process. Ladies and gentlemen, get the spoon." No, we're not doing violence. Oh shit! My camera just freeze. Yeah, it froze. We're not doing violence. There's no violence happening.
Chat's involved.
No, don't have them pay you to hurt me. My
But it's money up front. None of that BS like Manicure pulled on me. Still hasn't paid.
hold on, because now my camera is frozen. Hold on. We just
Have they been hitting like buttons?
can't tell. Or rather, I mean, I could tell, but I haven't seen it. Okay, here we go. Now it's working. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I haven't checked the engagement, so I don't know. Okay. Oh, Linkovic says, don't forget. Wait, Linkovic wants to add. Don't forget talking shit about people you consider less than you. Oh, you mean the peasants? You mean you people, the peasants, the customers who don't make books but just happen to put down the money for us creators to make our books? Those people? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Because they're beneath creators, right? They're beneath creators. That's that mainstream perception. So
25 watching. Hello. But only 15 likes. What? What the hell is this?
Christiana's pointing out spoons. Angela Curry says, "What is this?" She's asking, "What is this?" Well, Lava, you should take part in that red light therapy.
Hey, no. Oh. Some people use it for their skin.
Mhm.
That's not why I'm using it.
No, she's using it from. It's more for
I have chronic pain.
Yeah, it's more for substantial reasons, for health reasons. So
Yeah.
that's why I bought it for her.
So
Yeah, so
I don't think it would work for him anyway.
I'm pretty there.
You're pretty handsome. Your baby doesn't grow muscles.
No, I don't need to. I'm okay with doing the work for the muscles. It's okay. I like doing physical activity. Hot Atsui says the typical CG. We all know this. Yes, it's the DED though. The DED. How many people? We got 23. That says 23. How many does it say on your end that are watching? 26. We got 26 people watching this Monday Monsters Moratorium.
And 16 likes.
16 likes. That means we got 10 hate watchers.
If you think Elasmat needs red light therapy for his face, hit the like button.
What's wrong with my face? My face is fine. I got a good face.
I think it's beautiful.
I
You're
like
so
my face.
pretty.
I'm a man. I don't look pretty.
Beautiful.
I'm handsome. I'm handsome. Okay, it says a lot of times he's gonna try the red light therapy, but he's gonna have ladies shut up and test it out, quote unquote. Hashtag chivalry. Yeah, it is chivalrous. This is me opening the door for her. I'm doing the open door thing, okay? Let her pass that I may follow through and make sure that she's protected. Unbelievable. Manamaka says, "What's the next movie you haven't watched?" I told you we're gonna be doing In the Mouth of Madness next Monday.
Yes, in the Mouth of Madness. I think after that one, we should watch that one I told you about earlier.
Which one was that?
Pin?
Well, we got the chat. Like, it's got to be like a classic movie. Or that was
in the 80s.
That was in the 80s. Oh, that's right.
If we're doing 90s movies, you can't tell me 80s movies.
Oh no, I forgot. That was 88, right? That was 1988.
It was in the 80s.
I've never heard of that movie, Pin. But there's got to be some kind of monster in it though.
The medical dump
The medical. Oh,
would be monster, wouldn't it?
or I guess.
Maybe.
Maybe. Right. Well,
Was there a monster in this one? There was a monster.
there was like well, the entity
You
that.
couldn't see it.
Well, you couldn't see it, but it took over the ship, and then we did see
Right?
Sam Neill possessed. So I mean, we'll have to watch it and then make our minds, and I'll have to make up my mind for that. So, sure. Let's see. I'm just checking the chat. Okay.
Maybe there's.
Yeah, I mean, again, I haven't seen it, so I have to check it out. But I've never. Y'all in the chat heard of a movie called Pin from 1988?
PIN.
Yeah, PIN from 1988. Y'all have heard of it? I had not heard of it. I just saw a clip of it today for the first time. I'm like, oh, this seems pretty interesting. So, Hana asks, have you seen a movie called The Relic? I know of it. I haven't seen it though, but I know of it. I heard some people say some good things about it. So, yeah, I've heard of it. Colorform asks or says, as long as the lad that watches, there will be a monster there. You know, Colorform, I'm sorry that your life is miserable and hateful, but I live, and that makes you angry. I will continue to breathe and make your life miserable. Colors. Peanut Head Monster. Carbon Linter, you're better than this. You're better than this. That was uncalled for. You're better than this, Cowabunga Joe. You should not be saying that. It's wrong. It's passive aggressive and all the things. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hana says go see it. Oh, you talking about The Relic? Yeah. At some point I will see it. Yeah, I will see it at some point. From what I gathered with that movie, I got like Mimic vibes. Mimic was a solid movie too. I like Mimic. Um,
Which movie?
the Relic.
Um,
Yeah. So, oh, some perfs. How you doing, some perfs? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Cass has pin. Yeah, I heard of it. Lady, shut up and just mentioned it. Damn it, Eliza, don't pay attention to anyone other than you. I'm asking if you've seen the movie before this date. Seriously, yes or no? Have you seen it? Yes or no? It's all you had to do was say yes, I saw it. Not either yes, I saw it or no, I didn't see it. No, why? Yes, I've heard of it. Today, when Lady Shut Up and talked about it in stream, yada yada yada. You could have just said no. I never saw it. Just say that. Henry Thunes in the chat. How you doing, Henry? Good seeing you in the chat. Hello. Shout out to you, Henry. Hail and shout out.
apparently it was based on a horror novel of the early 1980s.
She says the Relic was based on a horror novel. The Relic or Pin?
Pen
Pin was based on a horror novel
from
from the 1980s.
Peterman
Andrew Niederman.
with the tagline "Brother, Sister, Madness, Sin, Now the Terror Can Begin."
Okay, so
Was the tag?
okay, so either way, I think I'm gonna watch it with her, and then I'll make up my mind if it's a suitable movie for this stream or not. We'll see, but I'll watch it. Greg Gover says you will like Relic a lot, man. It's got a smart origin story. Okay. Henry Thune says Event Horizon is the scariest movie I've ever seen. Okay, so you liked it. Which I enjoyed it, but it was to me flawed. But I thought the ideas in it were very horrific. I just felt like it could have been done more proper. But some people have said they found it to be a frightening film. But so you're not alone in that sentiment. So yeah, I get it. Uh, let me see. Tech Zombie says, I just reported the channel for hate. I love people, Tech Zombie. You can't report me for nothing. I love people. I fight evil. I fight hate. I hate hate. He says, I'm going to watch Zate Comics, which is more superior and professional channel. Go report my channel. Report it. And I'll fight you on that, Kizzy. Oh, Kizzy. You're all kissies. Anyone that reports my channel is a kissy. So you're an honorary KSS, Tech Zombie. Your name is now Tech Zombie KSS. No, it's KSS. It takes KSS. Anyway, we continue on. Let's see here. Scroll down the chat. Scroll down the chat. Okay. Y'all having your public private conversation, so there we go. Henry Thune says it was disgusting. Okay, yeah. So you talk about these special effects, some of the graphic scenes, and those are very frightening, but it just goes by quickly, though. Yeah. So don't encourage hatred, Monomachis. Don't encourage it. I'm the great unifier. I'm building the community. Don't encourage division. This is what they want. They want to come in and divide us because if they divide us, they conquer us. But if we stay together, they can't conquer us. We're a united front. I will be your leader, and I will conquer them on y'all's behalf. We're gonna be a strong unita. So don't divide us. We got this. We got this. I'm not stalking nothing, Oscar. I'm talking to the chat. I ain't stalking nothing, Oscar. I'm stalking nothing. So Monica make Bloodsports great again? Sure, why not? Um, sure, why not? Anyway, we've been streaming now for an hour and 27 minutes. How much more of this can I stretch out? How much more can I stretch out in this? But a solid stream so far. Like we've been streaming for an hour and 27 minutes, 24 watching. That's not bad. Not bad for the stream. So shout out to the 24 that are watching. Shout out to those of you in the chat, those of you that are lurking and not commenting. Shout out to you though. I was going to say I had POCD word hatred in my heart. Well, I was like, you gotta have a short life. Don't do that to yourself. Have some coffee. It's good for you. We cannot divide like CG did, as Henry threw. No, we are a unified community, Henry. You gotta help me keep this community unified. If we're unified, we will conquer them. We'll conquer them. So, so anyway, I'm just here chilling with the General Lee from my Micro Machine General Lee. No, I'm not agape, Oscar. Stop with the agape. Only I give agape. You're not authorized to agape in the chat. That's the memo. That's the official memo. How am I rude or old dirty fatty's in the chat? I didn't see. See, I get people coming to the chat like old dirty fatty, and he gets ignored because people want to come in here and divide. We're not dividing. We're unifying. The unification is intact, totally intact. It stays intact. Don't do this. Don't be that guy, Kizzy. Whatever you don't be that guy. Just don't do it. Be unifier. We're stronger as a unit. We're an army against a greater enemy, the greater evil. We're gonna fight this, Kizzy. We're gonna be unified and we're gonna win and be victorious. And you will be my customer, and I will be your Tom McFarlane. And that's how it's gonna be. What if we divide and conquer? We can't. That's the great lie, Henry. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just stay unified, and we will conquer it. Totally conquer it. Tech Zombie says Micro Machine. Damn, I haven't seen one of those in a minute. Yeah, this is my General Lee. Yeah, I'll do the other camera so you can see it in a slightly better quality. Let me just open up my OBS here. Actually, no, see this angle's kind of tiny, so we'll have to stick with the OBS, the USB version. But yeah, this is the General Lee. And you guys can see it. I've had this thing for like a couple of decades now. How it survived all this from all the moves that I did from like Queens to Brooklyn to Pennsylvania. It's amazing how this little thing just managed to survive the move. So like yeah. Why you call me a knucklehead, some person? I've been nice to you, some person. I've been nice to you. Comment was not necessary. Is it worth the money? The general you mean for sale? I don't know, it's a good question. The paint has managed to stay intact. So there's that. I mean, I could probably sell it for $10, maybe. Maybe I can sell it for $10. I mean, it is a General Lee. It's a very iconic car. So you don't see much of these around, except maybe like you'll get like the traditional Ertl kit. And if you go on eBay, look for General Lee diecast cars or the model kits, you're gonna probably pay a pretty penny. So maybe this little guy is worth a lot of money. Who knows? Maybe I'll put my mortgage with it. Maybe not, but still. Coliform asks, or she says, unbelievable. I'm contacting Valley Law to bring charges against these. Do it, Coliform. Do it. I'll see you in court. I'll see you in court. Do it. I'm not afraid of your threats, Coliform. The Formita cult will not thrive here. I'm against the Formita cult. You watch. This is why I don't drink beer. You know why? Because if I did, I gain 30 pounds a night with you people, and I'd be a slave to the beer. That's why I don't drink. I mean, I drink beer on social occasions, and I stick to one can. But no, I'm not gonna be a regular drinker because you people aren't gonna put me there. I'm not gonna be a slave to you people. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna allow it. Not going to allow it. And I saw what you wrote there, Kissy. I saw what you wrote there. It's not funny. It's not funny. Not funny, Kissy. Why is Monomicus sad? What did you say, Oscar? The TV series generally didn't have a 420 Hemi engine, only the movie car. Well, there you go. There you go. Sadness reigns. Sadness reigns. Some person says, drink monsters. It's the beverage of comic creators. Yeah, that should make your heart explode, though. So, no, I don't want to do monsters. I try to avoid energy drinks for that reason. Um, I'm good with just coffee. Coffee's got a lot of health benefits, so I'll stick with the coffee. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. Every beer goes right to your forehead. Well, as you can see, I'm trying to minimize that damage of Finn's betting, so you get it. So you understand that I got to play. What is the word? I got to play deterrent. Got to be proactive. so that I'm not deformed. So I stay perfect. My Oma came to my house as a kid, and she wanted to watch Little House on the Prairie, and I was like, "But Oma, I want to watch The Dukes of Hazzard." She won. Damn, that's tragic. Although I liked Little House on the Prairie as a kid, I did like that show. Yeah, I mean, I think I watched more Little House than Dukes of Hazzard.
I watched more Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, so we're opposites in that. Um, but I enjoy Little House on the Prairie. I had some wonderful moments watching that show. And when I did watch Dukes of Hazzard, I didn't follow the story. I just saw them go in the car, and the car did stuff, and Daisy Dukes, and that's all I need to remember as a kid. But sadness wins Monarchy. Sadness doesn't have to win. Monarchy. Sadness doesn't have to win. You don't have to be a slave to sadness, Monarchy. You don't have to. You don't have to. Colorful asks, not deformed. Have you looked in the mirror? I looked in the mirror, and I like what I see. Colors. I'm happy with what I see. I'm wonderfully made. The mold broke when I was made. Colors. You're just mad because I'm out of Formita. I've elected not to join the Formitas, Color. You little band of Formitas ain't gonna have a stronghold on me. Not on me. Definitely not on me. I think I'm done. I have nothing. I said all I could say on the matter. I know it's gonna be another. Although my streams tend to be of a certain length for a reason. It's good for replay value. It's good for content. It's good for other things. I know some of you on the chat are like, "Oh, it's forced to watch Little House." Okay, fine. You were forced to watch it. I I liked it. I watched it. I enjoyed it. You know, Dukes of Hazzard was fun because of the car. I don't know much about this. I watched Dukes of Hazzard. Ned didn't follow the story. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like I watched the shows. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just saw they were on the car did cool things, and Daisy Duke. That's all I know about the show. That's all I needed to know. So to me, it was all it was all superficial when I watched Dukes of Hazzard. It was substantial when I watched Little House on the Prairie. KSS says, "I'm not muted, Mama Amaki. I see the meter. Okay, nice try though. Nice try." KSS says, "Alas, man, I watched the return of Little House. There was a coon with rabbits in the barn. It was filmed like the night vision scene from Silence of the Lambs." Is that the Doolittle House that is on Netflix right now? I'm avoiding that one like a plague. Don't forget the Hound Dog Flash. I remember the sequel to Little House on the Prairie. With is that with Laura Ingalls and her husband and the kid? Like that was a separate show, right? That wasn't like that wasn't part of the mainline Little House. That was their own show. I think. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a stream. Well, Kaya says Aladdin, the coolest name in the Dukes of Hazzard, Cooter. Andrew Curry says Michael Landon destroyed the town after they finished filming. I heard about that. Yeah, yeah, they demolished sets. Um, that was iconic though. Those sets were iconic. Like when I look at the house, their house, it's like it has an iconic look to it. The whole thematic of the show was iconic. They don't make them like that no more. But I guess I'm boring, right? I'm boring because I enjoyed Little House on the Prairie, the original one. I'm a boring guy. Little House, a new was it called A New Beginning, Henry Throne? I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think so. Return parts 1, 2, and 3, medieval horror drama. Medieval horror drama is that? Hmm. Let me take a quick peek. Medieval horror drama. Let's see. Oh, this is a Kickstarter. Okay, I got you. Oh, so okay. I thought this was like Return to Little House on the Prairie. Okay. I mean, yeah, promote your links. It's fine. I'm all for that here, so you're good. Excuse me. The bigger house on the prairie, the nice house in the suburbs, Little House, or the Waltons, Skippy the bush kangaroo. What the fuck is a bush kangaroo? Skippy the bush kangaroo. What are you typing in my chat? What's wrong with you people? Full House on the Prairie. Oh my goodness, what kind of show would that be? Imagine Uncle Jesse Kostopoulos in those wagons. He'd actually kick ass in that one. If he lived in that town, he'd kick ass. Jesse Kostopoulos would be riding that wagon, and he'd actually would kick ass. And he would do those weekly entertainment shows every Saturday night. He would play his music, and the town would come and watch, and they'd enjoy it. You might be onto something, Meme Lord Woodjoe. You might be onto something. That needs to be a meme or something. Were there baboons on the prairie? If there were, they were spreading bees and disease. And they already had enough bees and diseases in the old days. So, we don't need baboons adding to the pain. Little House in the Slums. Yeah, I'm going to call it a stream. I'm tired. And I want to just settle in. I got a busy week ahead of me. So I'm going to just consider this a wonderful start. A wonderful, productive start to this week. I will be back on Thursday for the Indie Comic Outlier stream. And again, the links to the what do you call it? Anniversary edition of Street Champion Road Warrior Drake. It's on Amazon. If you type in Road Warrior Drake on your Amazon browser, those two books will pop up: the paperback edition and the hardcover edition. They'll pop up and you'll see it. I had to order it so I can have a physical copy. I got to do that. So this week I'm gonna order it, and then I'll see if I can order it tomorrow and see if it'll come by Thursday, so I can show you guys on the Indie Comic Outlier stream. So anyway, I'm gonna call it a stream. Y'all have a good night. It was fun. It was enjoyable. It was a decent and meaningful conversation. The KSS is putting the link in there for the paperback. So, although I recommend the hardcover, but paperback is solid too. Sure, it's all got the same material. Anyway, y'all have a good night. You take care, and I will see you. If I don't stream before then, I will see you Thursday for the Indie Comic Outlier stream. Have a good night. Take care, and blah blue, bling bling bling.
You know what they say, nobody gives a hummer like a gummer.